Terror sunk in when I saw the look on the doctor's face. There was nothing more she could do to stop my preterm labor. "I can see the foot," she said. "You're having a baby today." But I was only 23 weeks pregnant. People descended like a swarm of bees to prepare me for the helicopter flight to a larger hospital. Searing pain spread through my arm as a nurse stung me with a steroid shot to strengthen my baby's lungs. I reached out for my husband Steve's hand, but he was lost among the paramedics, nurses, and doctors. They started a magnesium drip to slow my contractions. My blood turned to liquid lava the second the medicine hit my bloodstream. Fire pulsed through my veins with a ferocity that took my breath away. A nurse slipped an oxygen mask over my face. Paramedics heaved me to a transport board and secured me with 6 restraints as we rushed outside. I heard the helicopter before I saw it. The thumping sound vibrated into my bones. Hot afternoon sun blinded me as they loaded me into the roaring machine. I yelled for my husband, for anyone, really. But everybody was busy trying to save the life of my unborn baby. I was alone. But then the paramedic put earphones over my head. I could hear him. He told me he would take care of me. I looked into his kind blue eyes and I said, "Yeah, but I'm afraid of heights." Another contraction ravaged my body as the helicopter rose into the sky. My heart rate rose too from the medicine and the adrenaline. I wanted to curl up into a ball, but the restraints kept me from moving. The paramedic saw on the monitor that another contraction was starting. He grabbed my hand and he soothed, "I'll ride it out with you." As the contraction started, I yelled, "Shit!" over and over again. Pretty soon, the paramedic was yelling it too, and then the pilot joined in. And we were all yelling swear words at the top of my lungs, and it made me laugh. It was a terrified and panicky laugh, but it was a laugh all the same. I wondered if anybody else was listening over the radio. That 25-minute flight, it felt like 25 years. When we landed, a new team of people rushed me through the hospital doors. I counted ceiling lights as they whizzed by overhead. I peered into other people's hospital rooms. I wanted to escape. I wanted to be anywhere but here. I curled my body around the bed rails as tight as I could, hoping that would keep the baby in longer. I hoped my contractions weren't breaking my baby's bones. When the doctor told me to push, I screamed from the depths of my soul, "No, I will not have this baby today." But my water broke, and my baby came tumbling out, bruised and battered, not breathing. "It's too small," I cried. I tried to get up so I could go to my baby, but the nurse pushed me back down to the bed. I just wanted to hold my son while he was still warm. Then I heard the best sound ever, a tiny cry. He was alive. My son was the youngest baby ever born at that hospital. He was whisked away to the NICU before we decided on his name. My empty arms ached with the magnitude of what had happened. I had just delivered my baby, but I didn't feel like his mother. A mother was supposed to be happy. A mother was supposed to know what her baby looked like. A mother was supposed to whisper, "Welcome, little one," and not wail as her baby vanished out the door before she could hold him. Nothing had gone according to plan. My husband wheeled me to my son's incubator 4 hours later. I didn't know if my son would live or not, but I made a conscious decision to love him anyway. Everything else was clearly out of my hands. I peered into the nest of tubes and wires, and I saw my baby kicking and flailing. He was fighting. And at that moment, there was no doubt left in my heart. I knew that I was Jackson's mother. Last week, Jackson bounced over to me with laughter bursting out of his body. "Look at this, Mommy," he said as he held up his mud-covered hands. I reached down to brush a leaf out of my 3-year-old son's hair. I'm grateful he's covered in dirt and leaves now instead of tubes and wires. But when I think about how close I was to losing him, I know that I will always be afraid of heights.